All right, so today we're going to go through another deep dive kind of analysis of cards that I think have upside, compare them to some other cards that have either run a lot more or underperformed relative to them. And then, like I always do, I include why I target the cards, kind of what I'm looking for. This is going to be the 2024 sets, so we're going to go all the way up until, I think we're going to start at Paldean Fates and go all the way up till Surging Sparks. So let's dive on in. First card here, the Charizard SIR from Paldean Fates. I love this art. I think it's super, super awesome next to the Obsidian Flames version, both kind of the stained glass Terra style. By the way, these prices might be about a week or two old by the time we get this video posted, but what I look for at this in a PSA 10, it's still under 1,000. It's a lot of money, but it is just barely over its all-time high. So I'm going to show another card from Paldean Fates that has run a ton, but when you're looking for a chase card, trying to get in at a good price, it's near all-time high. Would have been great to buy here, right? This is the time we should have bought, but at least it's not over all-time high. Gem rate 41%, population is high though, so high pop, high gem. Let's compare that to this Pikachu. So, awesome card from Paldean Fates. What do I like about it? Of course, it's a Pikachu. We already know Pikachus do well. It's a very cool art. The shining style, the shiny Pikachu is very cool. But when you look, would have been a great time to buy back here. Now it's run up so much, but the things I still like about it, 20% gem rate and low pop, so way lower pop than the Zard, way lower gem rate than the Zard. Totally missed the boat on this, but still, this is what I'm keeping on my radar for when it levels out, kind of drops down, finds resistance again. I will be getting a couple of these. I do not have this card. But look, once again, look at this relative peak to the Charizard. So, better time to buy the Charizard. Keeping an eye out for a regression on the Pikachu. Alright, let's move into Temporal Forces. This is a Ghastly and Friends card. Ghastly, Haunter, Gengar, Meowth. Super cool art. Love the purple theme. Love the Ghastly, love its original 151, and it's an and friends card. So once again, good art. It's 151, it's an and friends card. Starting to get up there pretty soon. These 2024 sets will be rotating out, these early 2024 sets, so you want to keep an eye on some of these cards. But once again, missed the boat. Here was the boat. It has passed all-time high. Currently raw 115. A little bit lower pop, right? 5,000 gem rate in the mid-30s, but PSA 10 is already over 500. Would love to pick these up here in the 200s and 300s. That was as early as this January. Let's do another Temporal Forces card. And the reason I have this is, so it's Morty's Conviction, but it's a, and Friends Gengar card. So Gengar's in here, it's an SIR. I think relative to other Gengar cards, this is undervalued. PSA 10 still 300, just near all-time highs. I think when this set becomes less available in print, it's a high gem rate, so might be when you want to try and go out and buy a couple raw copies on eBay, see if you want to do some grading, or TCG Player, but otherwise it's 300. You can get 3 of these for under 1,000. Probably want to hold for another 2 years to see, but if you have a long-term view, I like this Morty's Conviction card a lot. Okay, so Raging Bolt, it's not an original 151, so that's different from my norm, but amazing art, SIR, that's really what I have out of this guy, as well as the pricing. So look at this, all-time high 350, it's now sitting at 250. So still, this could be one of those ones where all of a sudden it's up here or up here and you're going, here's the perfect time to buy. We still might be in that window. So It's not going to be as popular as a promo card or some of the original 151s, but Raging Bolt with this really cool art, I think it'll do well. The last one here from Temporal Forces, and it's back to the original 151 theme. It's an Arbok. Cobra backwards, right? Classic Easter egg from Pokemon. I like this upside down style. It's pretty simple, but I just think it's undervalued here. And the fact that it hasn't retraced to all-time highs yet is another reason I like it. Kind of getting close to where it was in December. But it's only $132, so for a couple dart throws that you think could easily double or triple up, I like to look for these lower end original 151 cards that are always the illustration rares that are stuffed into every set. We're gonna see a few other random ones coming up. Alright, Twilight Masquerade. Such a cool set. Here's all the evolutions, apparently. Hidden in there. Anything with EV I think will do well. Anytime you got 7 EVs, it's going to do even better. 327, so good entry point. Not back at all-time highs yet, but high pop, high gem, so not one that... It's one that everyone else has on their radar as well, so not going to be kind of a hidden gem, but I think this will end up being one of the 2 or 3 best cards in Twilight Masquerade, behind the Greninja. Here's another one that might be up there as well. It is a Chansey, but it's really Chansey and Friends. Ditto. Sidebar, love Ditto cards right now because of Pokopia, so keep an eye out for that. But Psyduck, Bellsprout, Blissey, Chansey, Snorlax. So you got like some fairly big name Pokemon, Psyduck, Snorlax, Chansey. No offense to Bellsprout, but Ditto as well. Has formed the top of the cup again. So would have been great to get it here, but we didn't, whatever. Well, hopefully we did. Hopefully you did. I think we picked up a few, actually. I think I have 2 of these just because I like the, you know how I like the Pokemon and Friends, but it's $250. I think you wait 2 years on this will be doing very well. Some Shrouded Fable. This is what I call the Penthouse Persian. Oh, I thought it was a penthouse, never mind. I don't know what it's looking out over. Whatever it is, it looks bougie, it looks luxury. It's Giovanni, it's Persian. I like this kind of dark art scheme. I think this card will end up doing really well. Shrouded Fable was a dud of a set for now, but never retraced back to those initial all-time highs of 400. Getting in there in the mid 300s. This was a great time to buy, but once again, original 151 Pokemon randomly inserted into every set. I like going after those illustration rares that aren't the chase card. This might end up being the chase card though. We'll see. Here's another one, classic. Beating the drum on this video of the hidden illustration rares, but here's a Horsey. I love the art. It's original 151. Raw price right now is $50. Once again, this was initially where, same as before with the Persian, it kind of ripped initially and then pittered off to a lower price, but now it's back up to 170. Lower gem rate, mid-30s, low pop, 1,000. So grabbing a couple of these, couple of the Persians, and checking back in 2 years is a pretty good option. All right, Stellar Crown. So Stellar Crown, I'm not going to do the analysis of it, but these will be the chase cards from it. These are going to do very well. They're complementary, right? You have the inside and outside. You have the Pidgeys. There's the pool. Here's another Pidgey. Then you of course have the Charmander one from Obsidian Flames. I think all these are going to do well. Just wanted to include them because it was talking about 2024 sets. But I also wanted to include the chase card from Surging Sparks because very similar to the Paldean Fates Charizard, there was an amazing time to acquire these, right? In the 700s, we're probably up $500 since then. But at least it isn't ripping like some of these other chase cards, like the 2023 ones. So we're right back at all-time highs. Gem rate is mid-30, low 30s. High pop, mid pop though, look, only 8,000. And it's Pikachu, so this is whatever you want to call it, but showing the butt Pikachu. Chunkachu, Terrachu, whatever it is. I call it Butt Pikachu, and I think it has $2,000, $3,000 potential. Fast forward 2 to 3 years. So let's see what else we got here. Here's another one. Now look at that chart compared to the other Pikachu, right? Way over all-time highs here. So bad time to enter, but look at that price point. It's only 200. So when you look back at other sets that have kind of a second tier Pikachu, it ends up doing really well always. So I think the amazing art plus the fact that it's Pikachu being slept on, it's only 200, but would have been great to get in here. So once again, try to use these patterns and use them in future sets to look for these times where there's resistance. Look at that, for almost August all the way to April. Pretty straight resistance, maybe fluctuating $20. So this could have been a great time to get in. So that's kind of the summary here. Not as long of a video, but the main points, as always, we're looking for popular Pokemon, especially original 151. A lot of times there's second or third tier Pokemon, meaning they're not the chase card, or they might be the secondary of a chase card, and they're hidden in almost every set. Look for them when they're at lower resistance points. We talked about just kind of complementary cards, as always, are very popular, and then the hidden sets where there's a lot of value still to be had in cards under $200 to $300. So hopefully you like this video. We'll probably go into the next couple early 2025 sets next, and then maybe go old school or some of these other sets, Sun and Moon, Black and White, Diamond and Pearl. Just kind of go back and cover some of the other value plays that I look for.